Hey everybody, I'm Liz Murphy. So today's video I'm going to be talking to you about an entire series. Normally I would talk about each individual book in a series, but I decided to just go ahead and do an entire series. And what series I'm going to be doing, I am, make sure I have it in the right order, doing the If I Run series by Terri Blackstocks. So I know I have done videos on the first two, which is the first one is If I Run, the second one is If I'm Found. Excuse the torn cover here, I'm still really sad. But yeah, I thought I'd talk about this entire series as a whole, not just the individual books. So I'm going to tell you all a little bit about the books. The first, nope, that's not the first one. Yeah, okay. The first one is, it starts out with this girl named Casey Cox. She is, she goes to one of her friend's apartments to get a thumb drive from him, and she walks in and finds him dead on the stairs right in front of the door. She, without even thinking, rushes to him and tries to stop the bleeding and tries to give him CPR and stuff like that. It doesn't work. Then she realized that there's blood all over the place. She has DNA on everything. She didn't even think about it. So without, like, she knew, I guess subconsciously, I guess what you could say, she knew that she would not be able to prove what she was doing. She was going to be prosecuted. She was going to be sent to jail because everybody was going to think that she killed him. So she immediately went to her house and she left, like I said, she left DNA all over the place. She left her sneaker prints on the floor and everything. So she goes to her house, gets money that her dad had left her. And he left her thousands of dollars, like thousands upon thousands of dollars. Same with her sister. And she takes the money and she takes clothes and everything, and she leaves her landlord a note saying that she'll be away for a while, and then she just drives. But then she looks, and I'm a little bit fuzzy because I read this last year, mid last year, so I'm still kind of fuzzy on it. But she actually, I can't remember, I think as she's driving in her car, she looks and she sees the murder weapon inside her car. And she's like, okay, how the heck did this get in here? So she ditches the car in like a Walmart parking lot or something like that, and she takes a cab to the subway or a bus station, something like that, and then she starts going and just getting away from Shreveport, which is where these books take place, which is where she's from. And she gets like wigs and bottles of hair dye. She changes her hair to different colors and everything. So this is basically the first book, like how it is and everything. But there's also this guy named Dylan Roberts. Can't believe I still remember his name. But anyway, he is a private investigator. Yeah, and he has PTSD. He's actually, like, he cannot go to work because of his PTSD. And his friend, who is also her friend, who got killed, which is, his name is Brent, Brent is friends with Dylan. So they kind of, so Brent's parents gets Dylan and says basically, can you come and try to find the killer, you know? And Dylan accepts the offer and he tries to find it, and he tries to find her. They know who it is, like that, because like I said, her DNA is everywhere. And then he starts going on Facebook and finds her Facebook page and starts going through her friends' Facebook pages and seeing videos of her and stuff like that. So he starts kind of doubting, you know, that it was her. Because, and plus, her dad, I forget at what age she was, I think she was like 9, but she walked into her house and found her dad dead. I won't say how because that, is kind of spoilery, I guess. So I won't say how he was. But yeah, and this is basically how the, first book is. I would say this book is not okay for, 16-year-olds and up. I would say this book is okay for 16-year-olds and up. I would not, that's just in my own opinion, because there's one, aspect in this book, it's near the end, where it's kind of bad for younger people. So, but anyway, beyond that, it's fine. But yeah, this is the first book. It's If I Run. Now on to the second book, which is If I'm Found. It is surprisingly thicker, I think. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And so this book, so it takes place like right after the events of the first book. And then Dylan starts to realize that she didn't do it. He's still a little, you know, like he's still a little iffy about it, but he has like a small thing of doubt in him. You know, it's like, what if it's not, you know, what if it is her? You know, but he is more inclined to say that she didn't do it, that it was someone else. And I'm pretty sure it's in the first book that you find out actually who did it, who committed all these crimes, and it is amazing. I just love this series so much. And for Casey and Dylan shippers, you will love chapters 42 and up. I'm pretty sure it's 42, but you all will love 42 and up. Just trust me. If you've read the first book, chapter 42 and up, you're going to love. It is pretty exciting. And on to the last book, If I Live. It is thick as well. But yeah, and I'm not even joking. I don't know if you all know this, but I am a very slow reader. And so if I can dedicate a day to writing, it's good. So that's what I did. I just started reading, and I completely forgot about everything else in the world, and I started reading. And because I got my mom hooked on this series too, she and I kept going back and forth, passing the book back and forth. It was really, you know, because it was like really, really fun, but also, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, I want to know more, give me the book back. You know, but anyway, this book, it takes place, I think, a little bit after the events of the second book. I think it's a month or so, I could be wrong. But yeah, this series is amazing. How it ends, you know, how it ends, it's surprising, but not. If you all know what I mean, I don't know, I'm not saying this right. It's surprising, but it's also not, because you were hoping for this all along. But it's also surprising about a lot of other aspects around the main thing. And I literally, like, I'm not even joking, I cried, I gasped, I was like, oh, holy crud, basically at one point in this book. I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that happened. So, yeah, I would highly recommend everybody picking up this series. It is amazing. I love this series, it's one of my favorites. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video, but if you're thinking about wanting to read a semi-clean, Christian fiction series, this one is what you need to get. Besides what I said in this book, I think what I mentioned in this book, for this book that is bad near the end, I think it is the worst thing out of all of them. There is one thing in the second book that is kind of bad as well, but in the third book there's nothing bad in it, for what I can remember, and I have a pretty good memory when it comes to those types of things. But yeah, I would say it. I would say what is in both of these books, but I just don't want to because I don't feel comfortable saying it. But anyway, guys, if you want, you can look it up on Common Sense Media. That's what I like to go to look up reviews and everything like that. But anyway, guys, I would highly recommend picking up these books. They are amazing. Oh my gosh, I am thinking about just having a If I Run series binge read, and just, oh my gosh. So if you are thinking about picking up a new read for fall or for the weekend, I would highly recommend getting this series by Terri Blackstocks, the If I Run series. It is amazing, you guys. You need to pick it up. You just need to. I'll leave 2 links to my talks for the first 2 books down in the description box below if you want to see them. And that's it for today's video. I don't know what else to talk about, except you need to go buy this. Seriously, you need to. Go buy it. It is amazing. You need to read it. And yeah, I guess there's nothing else I can say. Except, just buy it. That's all I can say, basically. I don't think there's anything else I can say. Or if you have read the series, comment down below on who's your favorite character, or characters, and what book is your favorite. And what scene is your favorite, because I have a couple of scenes that I love. I'm not going to say them on here, because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. So, anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and click the little bell icon down below, right next to the subscribe button, to set up notifications for whenever I post videos. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, obviously. And my website is down below for y'all. Everything, all my social media links, my website link, my email, all down below for y'all in the description box. And I will actually leave a link to Terri Blackstocks SoundCloud. I don't know if y'all know what that is. It's basically audio, and it's free. You can listen to stuff on there for free. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she has all 3 books' first chapters in audio form for free that you can listen to. So if you are apprehensive about picking up these books and you want to read the first chapter, then I'll leave a link to her SoundCloud account down below if you're on, and you can listen to the first chapter of the If I Run series, which is If I Run, obviously. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you all will be able to, and if you are going to read this series, comment down below if you are. I hope I piqued your interest in it. It is, I'm not doing the series justice. It is amazing. And please let me know if you will do end up picking up this series. It is amazing. I love it. I want more. Sadly, it's just 3 books, but I want more. I want more with these characters. Yeah. I hope you'll have a great day. Bye, everybody.